This is probably the best video I've ever made on the law of attraction, how it works logically. A full tutorial, so stay tuned. Let's start with this one. A woman scratches a scratch card. She looks at it, annoyed, because she didn't win again. She chucks it on the floor, just because she can't bother putting it in the bin. A few minutes later, a homeless man sees it on the floor, picks it up. It's a winner. He takes it in, and now he's a multi-millionaire. Did the universe magically make him win? Or is it she wasn't prepared, she wasn't primed for it, she wasn't expecting to win, so she didn't, and her subconscious brain turned it off and said, I didn't win. Threw it away, just she was expecting not to win, so she didn't, even though it was a winner. This is what the law of attraction is, really. Your brain spots opportunities that you would have subconsciously just ignored before, and that's how you win. The limiting beliefs from your childhood are the real blocks in your life. So if you take all these 12 points on board, your life will change dramatically like mine has. 1 out of 12, your subconscious and self-sabotage. This is point 1. If you get commission in your sales job and a customer walks in and you feel drained as soon as they ask, hi, I'm looking for a car, you feel your heart just dips and you don't know why and you just can't be bothered to serve them, you just want to sit on your laptop and do some work. Why do you do that? If money's right there, why aren't you going acting on it? So you pretend you're busy, another salesman gets up, gets the job done in 45 minutes, and in 45 minutes they are £500 richer because they got a sale with all the add-ons, all the mats, all the bits, everything. You want money, but deep down, without knowing it, you didn't want the responsibility of more money. This is the self-sabotage. Or because you have nowhere to put it, because you haven't planned where the money's going, or because you have debts that aren't settled off, that you don't want someone taking your money because you're getting more, so you just don't make any more. Same thing as my friend with the university. He doesn't want to make more money because now he's got to pay more debts off. Or what if something went wrong in the last deal and you're scared that it might happen again, so you try and put it off subconsciously and your mind just doesn't want to make any more sales. Self-sabotage will hurt you without knowing it, and it is a silent killer. That is number 1. Number 2, affirmations, and you have to mean your words. So all these silly people that are saying, I am rich, I am wealthy, is complete rubbish. A better statement, we have the best statement, but a better statement would be, I make good financial decisions. That is tons better than I am rich, because if you're not, then you're not. And your mind's gonna know you're lying. It won't make you feel better, it'll actually make you feel worse because you can see a lack. So better is I make good financial decisions. That's better, but what is the best? This is where you need to say one thing, one question, and it'll change your entire life because it'll tap into your imagination. As a child, you can imagine anything in the world. When you become an adult, you just wanna know what is. The fixed reality, how boring life is and how annoying, and you want to fight for your limitations. But the one question you should ask is, what would I feel like if? What would I feel like if I won 250 grand on the lottery? That question alone bursting with imagination, because you're not saying I am rich, you're just saying what if? And this is where your imagination goes wild, and your imagination can't tell if it's real or if it's imagined. So if you're imagining a cheetah running after you in your dreams and you wake up in a hot sweat, that's because it actually happened. Your body felt it happening and you died in your dream. Congratulations. Have an imagination like a kid. Stop saying what is and just say, how would life be if this happened? If I got the girl of my dreams, the guy of my dreams, if I made this sale today, how would I feel? No pressure, no lies, just pure imagination. This is huge. I'm on about huge now. I did this with a few people and it's worked instantly. They just got the job. They got the email back. They got the text back from the partner. Now, the reason this works is because it syncs your energy with the dream outcome without any pressure. Number 3 is identity. Actions over outcomes. This is huge because people stop before they've even started. In the first couple of months, someone starts a YouTube channel, they quit. Why? Because they're thinking about the outcome. I haven't got many views. I haven't got any money from this channel yet. Whereas if you just do the action, which relates to identity, you say, I am a YouTuber. I'm not even talking about the views. I'm a YouTuber. Today I'm making a YouTube video. In 6 months' time, you see, wow, which happened to me. I made 300,000 views on this video. That is crazy. I made 500 quid from that video. And then the next video, guess what? That was a short. That made 1.5 million views. Another one made 27,000 views. Another one made 10,000 views. And I'm getting all this money from YouTube. And if I stopped, I wouldn't have got that money at all. If I stopped in the 4th month and just stopped posting, probably wouldn't have blew up. I did 2 more months and it blew up. So become the person you want to be in your identity. Forget about the outcomes or the money or the views. Just focus on the action. How would this person act if he was a full-time YouTuber making tons of money? And you act like that and you'll become that. and you will make the money. Simple. This is simple stuff. This is the third point, and it's golden already. The fourth point is new car spotting, I'll call it. So I've talked about this just. Your brain is a filter, and as soon as you buy a new car, you see it everywhere on the streets. And that's not because the magic gods or whatever has put that car in front of your eyes because you didn't see it before. Because you've got the car, you're noticing that. Your subconscious filters a lot of your reality out. As you're walking past and you're skimming your eyes, you're cutting out a lot of things, and you're noticing dangers, you're noticing the things that you're thinking about. And if you're thinking about the dream and what you want to attract, the health, the wealth, the love, whatever it is, mostly money, you will get that because you're focusing on it and not the lack of it. So money works the same. If you have a broke mindset, you will notice prices, you will notice increase of prices, you'll notice problems, you will notice risks and people that are suffering. Whereas if you have a wealth mindset, you will notice deals, leverages, opportunities, loans, people that are interested in business with you. So nothing actually appears randomly. It's just that you notice it because you're on that wavelength, and that is syncing up the vibration. Number 5 is emotional conditioning. So your brain avoids what feels bad. So if money equals stress and pressure and arguments and gambling and losing everything, then your subconscious will say, let's just not make any more money. And that's not laziness, that's your brain protecting you. So that's why affirmations are important. You've got to really love money and love helping people and love solving problems for people. And that's where the money comes, because you've got such a good relationship with it. My friend, well, my old friend anyway, he hates money. He makes tons of money. He works 70 hours a week for this warehouse, and he makes tons. But I said, why, if you got £50 in your bank? And he said, just don't like money. I want to get rid of it. As soon as I get it, I'd rather spend it. And that's what he said. Fair enough. You'll never have money. That's a bad belief. And as he gets older, he'll probably realise that was a bad decision. He might not even notice it. So you need to flip it. Money equals freedom. Money equals options, opportunities, control. And your behaviour will follow your emotional association with money and friends and family. It won't follow logic. It will follow what your emotions think about that topic. Number 6, you've probably heard quite a lot, is the clarity gap. You need to get very clear on what you want, because if you don't, it's not going to come, because you don't know where to put the money, what to do with it, where to invest it, 10%, 20% here, what do you do? And if you say, I want money, that's too vague, which equals no action. But if you say, I want £5,000 a month from my car sales job and YouTube, that is something actionable. That is something that you can push into your weekly rota. So your brain just needs a target to work towards. Make sure you get clear about your goals. No clarity equals no signals equals no movement. And that's why people aren't getting anywhere, because they're not clear enough. So most people aren't actually blocked from the childhood. They are just too vague, that they don't know what they're doing. Number 7 is confirmation bias. This is huge. So you prove your own beliefs right. So if you think people are broke, then you'll notice broke people around you. If you think sales is hard, you'll notice rejection more than you see the improvements that you've made. If you think I can make money easily, you'll start to notice the easy wins that you're making. And that'll just reaffirm this belief that you can actually make money easily. So you're consistently collecting evidence, which leads me to my next point, action loop, which is a thought that turns into a feeling, that turns into the action, which generates the result. That equals the reinforced belief. You've heard this tons, you must have, with law of attraction. It starts with a thought, and that's the seed. It's not some woo-woo thing, it's not God, it's not anything like that. It is literally, you're thinking a thought, that turns into a feeling, which creates an inspired action. And that inspired action, even Abraham Hicks says this, the inspired action is what leads you to the result, but you don't get there unless you think and you feel in that certain way. Which is why that statement, that question, how would it feel if I had this? That's why it elicits that type of emotion. So let's say in sales again, because it's easy for me to talk about. If you think I won't close a deal, you'll act hesitant, you'll have low energy, and then you'll feel awkward and have a weak pitch, and you'll say, oh, do you want these products on the side? No, and that's why it doesn't work. So you don't get a sale when you go, see, I was right. I knew I was feeling awkward about that. And now that loop is locked in. Next time you do it, you'll still have the same insecurity because you think it's because they didn't sell, they didn't buy, but it's actually because you had that bad thought originally. All you've got to do is break it by forcing a different action, even if you don't feel like it. And number 9 is huge as well. That is your environment. Your environment is your energy's base point. If you've got a high environment, like me in my workplace, we make a lot of sales. I'm talking about tons of sales. We make lots of money now. And that's because we've got a good team. And all of us are on high energy. We get great sleep, great nutrition, gym every day, and the environment really pushes you. So if you've got rich friends, you're going to be rich. Because when I first started into that company, all the colleagues were going, there's people there, why don't you go speak to them? And I was like, no, I feel like I'm intruding. I'll let them look for a little bit. Guess what? Other colleagues, straight them, sold them, made the money that was my money because I saw them first. But I didn't act because I felt I didn't have the right belief about sales and money. Now, the environment, I just kept seeing people going, they're just walking up and going to them. And the customers are accepting it and buying from them. Okay, let's do it. And then that pushed me to have different thought, feeling, action, result, reinforced belief. That's how you do it. So if you're around high earning people, high quality people, people with good relationships, people that are loving life, that's where you'll start doing everything that you actually love, because you'll just see people that are living the life you want to live. It's hard to find those people if you're in a different place. So that's why the affirmations help. And here's a little quote that you can use for this. You don't rise to your goals, you fall to your environment. So that is your base point. If you change rooms, your income changes if you're around high value people. Now there's 3 more. These are crucial as well. Expectation level. So you only receive what you believe is normal. Now I thought earning 1,700 a month is normal. So I earned that. If I thought I could earn 10 grand a month, I would have earned 10 grand a month, but I didn't. I thought 1,700 is logical. Now my income is, whoa, my colleague's on 75 grand a year. He's on 100 grand a year. This guy's just on a YouTube channel. He's made £2 million this year. That just changes your belief altogether. So if you think this income is unrealistic, you won't push to do it because you just don't see it as logical, believable. As soon as that person ran the mile in, 4 minutes or something, that was perceived impossible before, as soon as he did that, someone else do it. Then someone else broke that record again. Someone else did it again. And people only do it based off what they believe they can do. And someone has to set that barrier. So if that's you, go and do it. You need to up your expectations massively. And number 11, this still ties back to a point before. This is delayed feedback, and it's the lag that kills most people. So you act today, and the delayed gratification takes 6 months, like I said about the YouTube channel. If your results don't come in a week, you'll probably quit, and you'll never see that delayed gratification because nothing's compounding. If you made a video and a video and a video, it doesn't just increase like that. Your income will skyrocket. Most quit in that gap before they've actually transformed because they have doubts. They say, it's not working, I'm not getting the views. Maybe I should just quit. And that's when it doesn't work. You keep confirming, oh, it's not working, it's not working, it's not working. Whereas you need to be action oriented, not outcome focused. You need a solid identity that's above what you currently are vibrating at. So the law of attraction isn't instant gratification. It is compounding over time, over valuable thoughts and feelings. And this is what I'm talking to you about now. Valuable thoughts and feelings. This means a lot to me. And if you're still watching to this point, it means a lot to you. And you want to actually do something with this and not just watch a video. You want to take action. You want to understand things. So what I do is get a pen and paper and write this stuff down. Just rewatch the video, note it down, and just do 3 points a day. Think about things. Use that quote. What would it feel like if? And then that's actually taking some action on your dream. Don't just think about it, do it. And number 12 is practically the most important point ever. Your attention equals the currency. This is the most valuable thing you can ever do, is put your attention on something. If you put your attention on war, on debt, on people that are struggling, that's all you're going to think about, and you're going to be depressed. Because every time I used to think about the law of attraction and I used to listen to all these videos, it always made me depressed because it made me think, yes, I'm not there yet. And that increased the gap. Whereas I'm just chilling now, that gap's shrunk and I'm focusing on what's working. All the money I'm making, my great relationships with my girlfriend and my friends, and everything is increasing. Whereas if you think about the lack and basic law of attraction stuff that people talk about, it doesn't work. I am rich, I'm wealthy. Never works. So where your focus goes, your energy flows. If you focus on lack, you will feel lack and you will act small. If you focus on opportunity, you will feel driven and you will take bigger actions and do things that matter. Same reality, different attention, different results, an entirely different life. Now, if you stack all these 12 mindsets together, your thoughts become lethal. I'm talking lethal because it's happened to me, it's happened to my friends, my new friends, friends that are way higher on a level than me, that's making me actually rise to their level. That's my environment. Law of attraction is not magic. It's just psychology, behavior, and repetition. Every single day, repetition. Just keep doing it. Keep doing the videos, keep pushing out these products, keep doing whatever you're doing that's working. It will work. And I want to leave you with this. You're not attracting money. You're becoming the version of you that can see it, that can act on it, that can keep it, and that does not sabotage it. You don't self-sabotage. You just let it run. Thanks for watching.